What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Coin Zone. It is Monday, November 10th. I am your host, Crypto, with Paul. Let's just turn this down a little bit here. Let's get right into today's topics, guys. Breaking news, big news. Okay, starting this November week. So, as we just dive right in, the Senate reaches a deal to end U.S. government shutdown, political reports. Now, we have two breaking news stories that we're primarily going to be focusing on for this live stream. Number one is the Senate reaching a deal to end the government shutdown. And number two is the supposed stimulus checks that Donald Trump will be giving via tariff revenue. So I'm going to explain for everybody that's watching this, whether you're from the United States or you're watching from outside of the United States, what this could potentially mean for all of our bags. Okay, so make sure to hit that like button on the way in. If you guys are not subscribed yet, do that for me. So the poly market odds have drastically changed. This was supposed to say, I think November 20th, they used to have it at. The odds were November 20th that the government shutdown would end. That has come into an end. No pun intended. The U.S. government shutdown now projected to end this Thursday or Friday. So let's keep it moving. President Trump says Americans will get at least $2,000 dividend payment, excluding high-income earners. Now, why is this a big deal, guys? Well, I'm going to let you know. And why is it a big deal, even if you do not live in the United States? Now, I'm going to let you know. So, just go to Lark Davis real quick. Lark pointed this out, and I remember this. This was what got me into cryptocurrency. Was the last time that we got this stimulus check. You know, this is when I was like, hey, I'm checking out this crypto stuff. I have money from the Govy. It's a stimmy. Why not put it into crypto? And that's what I did. So we're probably going to see very similar things, guys. And what happened the last time? So FYI, when Trump signed the CARES Act in 2020, Americans received $1,200 stimmy checks. And what happened? Well, within 5 weeks, Bitcoin pumped by over 50%. Within a year, Bitcoin pumped by over 900%. Not saying we will see this kind of gargantuan gains again, but fade Trump stimmy checks at your own peril. Look at this chart, though. That's pretty interesting. So the stimmies were handed out, and just a straight chart up, pretty much. I mean, that's not something to ignore. So, again, guys, it's Monday, November 10th. You're tapped in right now with the Coin Zone. Make sure to like this video and share it with anybody who you're trying to tell about cryptocurrency. You're trying to get into crypto. These people that still think that this is all a scam, etc. For those people right there, you got to let them know. Hey, listen. I know what you should do. What you should do is go subscribe to the Coin Zone because they will teach you the ways. But that's what we're looking at, guys. This is from BitGet, okay? If you got a 2000 stimmy check, what coins would you buy, guys? Let me know in the chat, in the comments. Okay, let me know what coins that you guys would be looking at if we were actually to be given these $2,000. That's the golden question here. Even though this was announced, I want to point something out real quick. And I have this pulled up, okay? Polymarket breaking. Trump considering up to 2,000 stimulus checks paid for via tariffs. Look at the date on this, guys. This is last month. Okay, that's from last month. Now we have the same one, right? We have the same situation going on now. It's the same thing again. Okay, and it's a month later. We still don't have it. So what I'm trying to say is nothing is set in stone yet still. This is all just speculation. Okay? President Trump says Americans will get, will get. Now, I'm assuming maybe in January, right? We're going to see the big, beautiful bill finally get to work, right? I believe. And then, tariff revenue and all these things are going to start being more solidified. And I think he'll have more playroom. So we'll see, guys. But just at the end of the day, remember this, okay? This was last month, the same news. So we still have to see. We voted for a conservative. Trump has given us a socialist 50-year mortgages. It takes money generated from the top 10% to give to the bottom line, and it's redistribution of wealth. Who's a socialist? Mamdani? Well, we'll see. But back to the altcoins. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comments. The Oracle, if you're looking at alts, bud, let me know what you're looking at right now if you were to get $2,000 of a stimulus check. Okay, and again, what this means for everybody, even if you're not going to receive a check, is that the last time this happened, the whole crypto market did really well. And Bitcoin, went up over 1,000x basically over a year span. So, let's just go back to that Lark Davis post real quick. Within a year, Bitcoin pumped by over 900%. So, I mean, that's very interesting. CRO, and I'm not getting a check. Damn. So are you saying you're a high interest earner? Damn, brother. Okay. There we go. Excuse me. Well, we'll see. We will see if the checks will even happen in the first place. But I think these are all catalysts, and this is all a lot of bullish news. The government coming back does also mean that can impact your bags. You might not understand why or be like, Paul, crypto's decentralized, etc. What does the government have to do with Ethereum? But here's the thing. We need market clarity bills, market structure bills to be passed. And when these people are not working, they can't do that. So we need ETF bills to get passed by the SEC. And when these people are not working, they can't do that. So it's going to be nice to see the government get back to work. They're getting paid good money and they're not even doing anything, I guess. What an interesting job. Washington, D.C. is an interesting place. I used to go there for work sometimes. Very interesting. Yes, guys. So just let me know in the comments, chat, what we think is going to happen here. If we get these stimmies, are we going to see a market rally? Does it even matter? If we don't even get the stimmies, I'm still bullish. It doesn't even matter. And I think people need to zoom out. If you watch these streams with me and you're a CoinZone regular, you guys know I'm always saying to zoom out, because I think a lot of people come into this space with the wrong intentions and try to get rich quick overnight. But that's never been a good way to accumulate wealth. It's a lucky strategy. You can get lucky with a meme coin or, etc. But at the end of the day, I think understand the opportunity here, but understand it's a thing with time as well. And I feel like we're just getting started. People feel like this is the end of crypto somehow. It's just getting started, in my opinion. So yes, we have dino coins and things that have been around for years already, but as an industry, as a space, it's really just getting started from a legitimate standpoint. So, I mean, I'm stupid bullish, guys. I really don't understand how you couldn't be. That's just my 2 cents, and all my cents are in crypto. That's my stupid joke. Glad you guys are here for it. Let's go over and see what the markets are doing today. Nothing too cray. Bitcoin at around $105,000, up around 2% on the day. ETH 3,500, up around 1% on the day. Nothing too crazy. Okay, again, Hedera up 10%, looking very nice. Stellar Lumens up around 9%. Okay. That is basically it out of these guys right here. Let's see if anything else jumps out on the list. We have had a couple the past week or so that have been outperforming. Royal Liberty Fi is doing well as of late, close to 30%, 28%. Okay, that is Donald Trump's project right there. Royal Liberty Financial. We made a video about it here on the Coin Zone. Did an in-depth, deep dive into that involving Justin's son. If you guys want to learn more about Donald Trump's crypto project, Royal Liberty Financial, make sure to go subscribe to us on YouTube and go check that out. So let's see what else is popping today. Nothing too crazy, guys. The markets are having an interesting day. Again, we're seeing a couple coins doing well. Maybe we'll check the top gainers in a second. 8% for Render. Render has been doing good. Render has been popping off. Let's check the past week. 22%. Down 17% on the month, however, though, and still down a lot on the year. But I do remember this. Render was having a good month. So we'll see if this continues. I'm very, very bullish on the entire space here. Okay. With GPU processing, GPU lending, etc. I think Render is a great project. Caspa at 5 cents is insane to me. I mean, wow. Crazy. So we're going to see, we're going to see what the markets does. Starknet, 42%. Virtuals protocol has been doing well. Yeah, guys, we'll keep an eye here on the Coin Zone. We'll be back today later again for another live stream, so make sure to tap back in. Chat, we got a couple more visitors and viewers now. So again, let me know in the comments, guys, what you're looking at right now. If we were to be given, okay, these bad boys right here, a nice stimmy. What a nice stimmy. $2,000. Here you go. All right, if Donald Trump, okay, no, I'm not going to say if Donald Trump handed you $2,000. If your bank, you woke up, there was $2,000 in your bank account, what are you buying, guys? Okay, just let me know. I'm very curious what people are looking at, especially the Coin Zone fam here. We got 23 you guys tapped in right now. Appreciate you guys for watching, for sticking around with me. Let me know what you're looking at right now, alt-wise, or it can be Bitcoin. We don't discriminate. I love Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. We're big fans. Okay. But let me know what altcoin you would be buying with this $2,000 stimulus check. The supposed check that we will be getting from the government and the Orange Man. We'll see, guys. Okay. So just again, the government is supposed to be shutting down this Thursday or Friday, according to Polymarket. Okay. And it seems like the tide is turning as well. It seems like people are starting to wake up and realize that prediction markets like Polygon and Kalshi are very powerful tools and maybe even better sources of news, human sentiment, etc. We'll see. Very interesting what is going on there. But again, guys, I also just want to bring this back to your attention. This has been kicked around for the last month or so, even more than that. All right, this possibility of getting money. So maybe in January it's going to come to fruition. I think we're going to see soon if this is going to happen or not. It's probably going to happen soon. So we'll see. Either way, if you're going to take it and put it into crypto, let me know in the comments, guys, what you would do with this, what you're looking at right now in the markets. It's Monday, November 10th. If you guys haven't hit that like button, okay, make sure to do that for me. If you guys are frequent watchers, you guys are dope. Appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure to sub if you haven't subbed yet. Okay, substitute teachers. Shout out to Jersey Mikes. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I got for you guys right now. All right, like I said, I'm going to be back tapping in later here live on X and YouTube later today. But in the meantime, guys, think about long and hard what you would do, pause, with this $2,000 stimulus check. And, you know, the government's going to be back So these are very, very bullish things for the markets. I think we're going to see, hopefully, maybe, I know lawmakers are trying to make it happen before the end of the year, positive market structure bills being passed and more ETFs being approved. So that is what I anticipate. Make sure to sub, like I said, like this video, guys. This is the Coin Zone. I'm Crypto with Paul, and I'll see you again in a little bit. Let's get